Do you ever feel like the universe is ghosting you, not giving you your manifestations that you're working so hard on and you're thinking so much about? I know I have in the past, and I'd like to chat with you about that today and bring in some more funny humor into this instead of making it so heavy. So, I'm a therapist. My name is Samantha, and I'm doing a video every day for a full year to get over my fear of public speaking and get just better at it in general. And each video that I put out, it really helps me hone in on the messages I'm wanting to put out there. And this is video 49 of 365. So tomorrow we'll hit a number 50 milestone. That's pretty awesome. So it's been a journey through this, and excuse me, and I really love talking about manifestation. Definitely not the average therapist. I wanted to be different, and I wanted to, by the way, there's nothing wrong with the average therapist whatsoever. I just like to do things the way that I like to do them. And so I love to talk about manifestation and law of assumption and law of attraction and just how to create the life that you really want instead of self-sabotaging. And so it might feel like the universe is saying, nope, you don't get this. You don't get to have that. It might feel like you're being ghosted, like you've been ghosted by people in your past. So we want to look at the universe as our butler, like I said in yesterday's video. The universe is here to serve us. We're not here to serve the universe. We're here to have the universe serve us. And so you have to place your order with the universe. And so I love making a list of things that I want, like almost like your Amazon wish list. Just kind of put some things on there like it's your wish list that you have on Amazon. And you know that someday you're going to get those things. They're going to move over to the cart. So I want you to add to cart today as many things as you want and put out there to the universe, hey, this is my order. Take it. See what happens. A lot of times we try to control the shipping date, the arrival date, and we can't really do that. You know, it's not up to us. The only job that we have is to think from already having that thing, because you know that when you place an order with Amazon, for instance, you know it's going to show up within probably a day or two, most of the time. Sometimes within hours. I've bought things and it's there within a couple hours before, which is pretty awesome these days. So things can come fast or they can come slow, depending on us. And there's a timing to everything. And I think that our level of doubt, I think, affects a lot of things. So now sometimes people do say they can manifest through doubt, like, oh, I was doubting and I still got it. And so there are certain things I don't have answers to because there are anomalies out there that I can't fully explain. But I do believe that the more solid we are in what we actually want, and like we don't muddy it up with a bunch of doubt, the more just solid of a belief we have, the quicker something will actually materialize and come to us. And so I think we self-sabotage a lot, unknowingly sometimes. I think that we think we want something, but we're really not actually ready for it. And so it's almost like our higher self sort of, I hate the word blocks, but that's the only thing I can think of. It kind of just like puts a halt to it for a minute. Hey, let's get you ready a little bit more. Like, let's put you in the oven, let you bake a little longer. Maybe you're not ready to fully be pulled out and cool down and put icing on you yet. You know, maybe it's time for you to go back in the oven and bake for a little while. And so, because sometimes we think we are ready for certain things, but we're always getting ready to be ready. So that's something you can tell yourself. I'm getting ready to be ready for whatever it is that I want. And if you ask yourself, why do I want this thing? Why do I want this? And the more that I'm talking about this with you guys, the more I'm finding myself, hearing myself in my own mind saying these things like, hey, you want this? Why do you want it? Name the things right now in your head. And I'll start naming them. And a lot of times it's an emotion that we want. It really is. We want what we want because we want to feel a certain way. That's the secret of this all. Neville Goddard said, feeling is the secret. So when you feel it, you can have it brought to you a lot quicker because you know kind of why you want it. And then you're kind of on that vibrational wavelength, and then it can kind of come into you. So think about what you want and why you want it, and get a little general with the feeling of it. A lot of times we say, I want this new job so I can get away from this shitty one or this crappy one, whatever word we want to use. Or I'm worth more than this job. I want to get away from it and do better. And we always have kind of a negative undertone to what we want. And I want you to take that out of it and just think about what you want and why you want it. And a lot of times it's freedom or clarity or, words like that we don't normally maybe think of. We think of, I want to be happier, and I want to be more content, and I want to be more, maybe, more fulfilled. I want to be able to be more creative. Maybe that's something. Dig a little deeper under there than just, I want to be happier, or I want to, you could say, like, I think clarity is really big. I think that when you have more clarity, you know what way to go a lot easier. So sometimes we might have an event that happens that if we didn't have that event, we wouldn't have clarity on what to do next. So this job you have, or this partnership you have, or this family member you have that you have to deal with, if you want away from these people or things or events or anything, this house that is dilapidated and you want a new one, you live in an apartment, you're ready to get into a house or ready to downsize into an apartment, what's the underlying feeling that's there? Because if you can kind of figure out what it is, we know what we don't want. Okay, first of all, we know what we don't want. We really know what we don't want. And we focus so much on what we don't want that we repeat the cycle. It's just like we keep getting what we don't want, because whatever is active in your mind will be active in your energetic vibration, which will bring that to you. The universe does not know yes or no. It just says yes. So it's giving it to you. So whatever's active in you, and you're getting it over and over, you got to be real careful about what you think about on a daily basis, and like get real deliberate with it. I'm going to deliberately start thinking about what it is that I want and why I want it. What am I going to feel when I have that? And then rehearse it over and over and over. How would I feel if I had that? What would freedom feel like? Oh my gosh. And then I know with clients in the past, I've had them, if they wanted to feel more freedom or peace is another good one. Where do you already have freedom? List those things out. And what does that feel like? How do you know you have freedom? And then peace. What does peace feel like? In what areas do you have peace already? And you kind of just feed off of that feeling that you've already kind of got, and notice the abundance of that feeling that you already have. And sometimes we don't even need to switch the job or the partner or get rid of the family member or whatever we're trying to do, because we've already got that feeling going on over here. And if we just nurtured that feeling and watered that feeling, then it might grow into something else, versus we're over here thinking about what we don't want all the time. So the grass is not always greener. Sometimes it is, though. But you still got to water your own grass. No matter which side of the fence you're on, you got to water that grass. So you have to figure out, what would I rather focus on? What I don't want or what I do want? Because the universe is going to bring me what I'm focused on, what I'm most aware of. Your imagination is creating all of this. So rehearse in your imagination over and over what it is you want. And then the universe won't ghost you anymore. It'll bring you what you want. It really will. But we just have to, I believe, get to a stable state of being. And that's why I do like to talk about the underlying feelings a lot more. Because you can manifest anything fast. I mean, you can literally, there's plenty of videos out there that'll be like, manifest your specific person in 5 minutes, or get that text in 2.5 minutes. And you can do that. I mean, it can happen. But I'm more into, I think that stuff's cool and awesome. And my take on it is, I want you guys to sustain and keep your manifestations so the universe quits ghosting you and takes things away. You want to sustain them and keep them forever. And so to do that, you have to be really deliberate. You have to think differently. You have to really focus on what are you telling yourself inside yourself every day about you? What are your beliefs about you? What are your beliefs about what you're capable of? Think about money, for instance, abundance. Abundance is, Bashar says, abundance is being able to do what you need to do when you need to do it. And abundance can come, oh my gosh, I think he listed 8 or 9 forms of abundance, something like that. Money, of course, is only one of them. There's gifts. There's, oh my gosh, what are the rest? Having things given to you. Oh my gosh, I can't remember the rest. There's so many though. Abundance is all around us. The oxygen you're breathing is abundance, an abundance of oxygen. Even when you're overwhelmed, you have an abundance of stuff to do. You've got abundance all around you. If you look at overwhelm as, reframe it to say, I'm so thankful that I have all of these things in my life to overwhelm me, because now I'm not bored, definitely not bored. I just want things to maybe slow down a little bit, but I've got an abundance here. I'm noticing I have an abundance of things to do. Okay, so you start there. You start with where you're at. Really get comfortable with, okay, this is where I'm at, and I'm seeing that I'm this way every day. So where do we need to go from here? And you just start with one thing. What do I want? Why do I want it? And then figure out the underlying feeling that you're wanting to feel, and just start practicing that feeling. And notice where you already have that same feeling in your life, and think about how that feels and kind of compare the two and just get comfortable feeling better. We're addicted to feeling sad. We're addicted to feeling mad, resentful, anxious. We're addicted to those things. We've got to change the software program. Just like a computer, we got to put a new software program in there. And then we change our hardware. Literally, Joe Dispenza says that too. So we have to change the way we're thinking, what we're noticing, what we're aware of, what we're conscious of. And then from there, we can build each step by step. So I will leave you guys with that today, a little shorter one today, and do some homework. Make your list of things you want, send it off to the universe, make an order, and no more ghosting from the universe, And one thing is, though, quit ghosting yourself. You need you. You needs you. Start thinking differently. Start thinking better about yourself, because you deserve it. You really, truly do. And you have to start saying that to yourself if you don't believe it today. Maybe I could start believing that I deserve better. Maybe I could believe that I'm worthy. Maybe I could believe that I'm different than I've always thought about myself. Maybe I could start to believe the other people around me that tell me I'm awesome and they love me and all these things. Maybe I could start adopting their beliefs about me. And you just practice it over and over. Practice makes perfection for you, your definition of perfection. So practicing, just like I'm practicing these videos. I was not the best when I first started. I'm still not the best now, but I'm going to be the best. That's my goal. I want to be the best me I can be. And each day that I do this, I feel better and better. I feel more confident. I've got so many millions of things I love to talk about. So it's been really difficult to hone in on one thing. So I'm trying to get a subject in each video as much as possible. So, but they're going to kind of go together. All these videos are just kind of like a journey through, to get to you. So keep practicing this new thought. What do we want to call this? Like a new thought era. This is your era of new thought. The new you era, you 2.0. This is the way that you think now versus the past self, that you didn't get what you wanted maybe. So now let's get you what you want, because now you know better. So now you're going to do better. Just like Maya Angelou said, you're going to know much more so you can do much more for yourself, and better and best for you, because you deserve it. So I will be back tomorrow with video 50. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes, comments, and subscribes. I thank you so much. If you feel like somebody else could benefit from this message, please feel free to forward it to them. And I hope something helped you. If it did, comment below. Let me know what you like, and let me know what you want to see more of too. So I definitely take everything into consideration. So thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.